What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Antoine the Great, and you already know we repping that Forever 3. Check the merch, get the socks. You know what I'm saying? We out here fishing. But today's video, I'm gonna show y'all how to spool a fishing rod, how to cast it, and bait it, all that good stuff. Y'all stay tuned. But first, you're gonna need a rod and some string to get started. Most rods come with string, like the cheaper ones, ready to go. But usually if you get an expensive rod, or more expensive rod, you're gonna have to spool it yourself. And this rod is 6 to 8, but we're throwing some 12 on there because we don't listen. But first you wanna spool out some line. I usually put a stick through it, but ain't no sticks out here, so I'm just gonna put it in the ground. Make sure you have enough line. You want to take your line, feed it through the eye, all the way till you get down. Make sure they're straight, not wrapped around or anything. Once you feed your line through the eyes, you want to make sure you got the cap. Feed the line through the cap. And you want to tie it. I'll zoom in a little bit. Make sure you don't have too much line, because I was actually get caught up. That's about right there. And I'll tie your cap back on. Make sure your line is straight. Everything look good. And you want to start to wind it in. Make sure your line's straight though. Line is crooked, but it's still doing the job. You usually can look through there and see if you need a lot of line or more, less. Just kind of eyeball it. It's kind of getting a little tough. I ain't got my scissors, so. That's how you spool a rod. This is how you spool a rod. You want to take your line and usually a swivel. You're gonna have a weight or two and a hook. These are worm weights, so you will slide it on the line. They're usually used for like fake worms and stuff like that for little drop shots. But I ain't got my tool bag with me today, so I'm gonna take a little swivel. Do the same little knot. Take 2 fingers. Cross the line. Keep crossing your line. Cross about like 5-6 times. And take this and loop it through. And you want to pull. Make sure you're not tied down. Make sure you work the swivel. Make sure the swivel is in good shape. Put your hook on. That's how you rig a line. To bait your hook, you want to take a worm, cut them in half. You're going to hook them once, all the way to the end. Hook them twice, all the way to the end. And the third time, we're gonna Put them like that. Make sure your hook's showing. Just like that. This rod is called a push button rod because it's got this button and you can just push it. But to basically to get it in the water, what you want to do is get it behind you, fingers on it. Button. Don't press the button until you're like about right there. So what you want to do is, it's kind of hard for some people. I ain't saying no names. Show y'all one more time. See that little fish? It just came up and hit him. What you want to do? Some people, like this being a smaller rod, I could just sling it like that, but for learning purposes, you're just gonna do it the right way. Make sure your rod ain't jumping up at the tip. When it's over the head, make sure everything's clear. Finger on the button, finger on the trigger, and lower finger. I say lower finger, lower. My left hand, I usually have it lower than my right. Big.
That little ride.
Man. Come on, bitch.
Bring it in, baby. Did it get you?
Oh! This is called a spin cast rod combo, whatever you want to call it. But for this one, you usually take your finger. I use my index finger, like that. You'll flip the bail, and same procedure. Behind the head, about 75. There we go. Cast it one more time for y'all. Two broken rods today. The gray one was already broke from being on the truck. Then I just broke one. But again, index finger all the way to the bottom.